Hey guys, so as the title suggests, I would be talking about Mr. Nauzir Jamshed Aga. I hope I pronounced that right. Now, I'm sure everyone read in the newspaper about his accident, and he was wearing a helmet, he was wearing a bodysuit, and there was a speed breaker that was unmarked and that was newly made. Now, this is a person who travels regularly on that road, and this was on the Bombay Pune old highway. So he knew the road normally, and that's what happens to us as well. Once we know the roads in and out, we tend to know where to slow down and where to, we can speed up. In that case, what has happened is that he's hit a speed breaker that was unmarked, and he flew, and he was wearing a helmet. The helmet has cracked. His bodysuit has not been hammered. Now, you read all this in the newspaper, so what am I talking about? Two things. What brand was the helmet? No one is talking about that. In fact, they should have mentioned what brand it is, which was the model that was used, what was his speed at which he hit, and why was the helmet not able to take that kind of a speed. I'm sure he was not wearing any ordinary helmet. This must be a big brand that he's used. It's okay. The brand needs to own up to it and say, hey, this has happened. We have tested this helmet up to this speed. Maybe this guy's speed was beyond that. So they need to show some courtesy to say and own up to it. That's something that I would expect from the brand, but I think the brand has requested for their name to be kept silent and not to be mentioned here, and no one is asking about it. So it's really sad. There should be a thorough investigation how the helmet cracked, which part of it cracked, why did it crack. Uh, Maybe he was wearing a camera or something, and that was the reason why the helmet cracked. We don't know. So we need more inquiry into the helmet part of it. That is point number one. Point number two is the unmarked speed breaker. Who was the operator who made that speed breaker? Why was it unmarked? If it was unmarked, why was it not? Why wasn't there a signboard in front of it or something like that? So these are the things that are just put under the shrug. No one has raised a voice about it. It's really sad. If you believe in what I'm saying, please spread this video so that you know the right people get to hear that we want to know what brand the helmet was, why did it give up, and who was the cooperator who was in charge of that road, and how are these things gonna be avoided in the future. Yes, the important part is how will this be avoided in the future. So that's my request to all of you. If you are with me and you want lesser number of bikers to die, I'm sure they will still die, but let's try and reduce the number of bikers that die by, you know, raising a voice and not taking it so seriously. You know, People are not taking it so seriously. We want this to be taken seriously. It's not just another accident, right? So, I'll just give you one more example. The other day, there was a truck driver who was driving recklessly. He cut me and he went from the next lane next to me right in front of me. He just jumped the lane. And he probably says that it was his guy sitting in the left who was showing his hand. But, boss, we were on the Eastern Express Highway where the lighting is not good at night, so I didn't see any hand or anything like that as such, and it was a pretty quick move. It wasn't like he gradually came in, he just swept into my lane. So that again was an offense. I made him stop. I got him to the cops, and I reported it to him, that to them, that this guy just jumped me. They're like, okay, we will fine him for lane cutting. I was surprised by the way the cops were very easy about it. It's no big a deal. You are not dead. So, are we waiting for people to die to take some action? That's the reason why I actually went through the fines that are there online. Next time, if you find someone doing something like this recklessly, and if you are a biker, there is a clause which says reckless driving. The fine is 1,000 rupees. Please remind the cop that there is a fine like that, and they can put that fine on this guy, and you are ready to witness for the same. So, just a thought that I thought that I should share with you. So, I am gonna do a small video on all the fines that are there, so we will do that. So, but I do need your support. If you all can, then great. Otherwise, my struggle continues. Thank you for your time. Have a nice day.